This is slow progress. Excellent. That's built. So almost made a mistake there. Let's make sure we do the wiring. No, I've made a mistake there. Let's go and change those wires. What we'll do instead is, okay, we'll do a wire out of that battery over to here, and we will put, no we won't, because we don't have the required research, but we will need it. So let's go in here, let's find power, which I believe is up here, and yeah, we just need the first one. Need some switches. Let's have a think about how to do this as well. Just cancel that for a second. And then we need to rewire some stuff here. So I kind of want that going across there. I want to deconstruct this wire across here. Okay, get that done. Then we want this wire going across here and down, this wire going across here and connecting there. Then we just need to connect gas pump up and complete the rest of those tasks. Okay, good. You know, I probably should have built a gas pump over here, but in fact, no, that's why we built that that airlock there. It's fine. Okay, there's our power research done, so let's add in a switch here and a switch here. Still can't believe how badly screwed up we screwed up with the water. I say we. As the royal we. I mean, the germ situation isn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still not good. I mean, look at that. Ugh. Gross. That needs to be uprooted, as does that. Yeah, it's because it got peed all over. Should have done this immediately. I just didn't think. just going to walk through all of them, just in case. Okay, let's have a look. Choose a blueprint. Who do we got? Okay, good carrier. Ooh, good with critters. That's something. Decrease construction, which is rather annoying. But increased athletics. You have a good digger. But yeah, don't like those. Well, I don't care so much about the decreased agriculture. But yeah, decreased calories, that's a big no-no. Fertilizer, not too bothered about. You know what? Let's bring in Otto, or as you shall be called. See if I can remember who it was. Yes. Okay, so we are going to be adding in. Go boy. Welcome to the team. Does mean we need a new bed, so let's add that in immediately so we don't forget. Hey, I think this is done. So what I can do. Oh no, yeah, that's the final thing. I need that to be swept up. So it's getting done. Oh, they're having to go all the way around here. So let's. In fact, that CO2 trap is full. So let's also put in a ration. No. Do we want a ration box? Probably not. Probably better off with refrigerators if I've unlocked them. Doesn't seem that I have. That's okay. Let's just put in a. Yeah, let's just put in a ration box for now. Pop that in there. Ah, damn it. Did put that in the wrong way round, so let's deconstruct it and put it back in the right way. Almost done tidying up. That one we want active, yes. And then this one we want inactive. Let's copy settings from there to there and deconstruct that ration box. So now food is much easier to access. So they just have to come up to the mess hall, and take the food from right below their feet. Okay. Excellent. Right, let's give you your Masterworks hat, and I want you to start building some lovely artwork. Just to check priorities, it should only be McCoy doing the decorating, and that is the case. Very good. Okay, we have cleaned up that room. We're slowly getting there with this clean room. Let's wall that off. Oh, that liquid filter got ripped out, so let's put it back in the correct way. So it needs to be like that. And plumbing, liquid pipes, it will go out of here into here, and then if it's not clean, it will go all the way back through, and if it is clean, it will go out and to a place I have yet to decide upon. It was going to be there, but of course that is now full of pee, so that's not going to work. Suppose we can start maybe trying to use this. Yet to make a decision. Do you know what? Maybe there is chlorine there though. Do priority 9 on those walls, so that I can finally start putting the polluted water somewhere. Oh, lovely artwork. So let's check. We have a great hall, yay! So we can extend those doors out now. So let's do pneumatic doors, and we'll pop them. In fact, no. Pause, don't do that. Let's see if I can get it right up to the edge. Let's figure this out. So a great hall, its maximum size can be 120 tiles. Okay, so let's see how large this room actually is. So 24 by 4, that's 96, 98 tiles, I think it says there. Let's just remind ourselves, so it can be a max of 120. So if that's 98, then we have 98, 99, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So yes. Cancel that. Cancel that. No, stop it. Cancel. And let's build the doors right at the edge. Let's also start putting some of those statues in the bedrooms as well. Excellent. Right. let's enable the hamster wheel. And what we're going to do is get all of the chlorine out of here and into here. So this is going to become a vacuum very, very briefly. I just don't want the chlorine seeping into the base. So if we can get rid of all the chlorine from this room into the clean room, I can then knock through here. And this is going to be where we dump all of our polluted water. Just need to get rid of that chlorine first. It's going to take a little bit of time. There's not tons of it left. Let's just leave that to go. So McCoy adding some more excellent artwork to the base. Very good stuff. What are you doing? Wonder how polluted all this water is now. Yeah. Oh God. Such pity. Okay. I think, yes, it's a vacuum. So what we can do now is go and say, dig all of that. Put in a ladder here. And deconstruct all of those. And we can now switch that off. I'm going to keep the wiring, well, for the most part, I'm going to keep the wiring because I'm just going to reroute it up into this big room of chlorine. So again, we can pump some of that chlorine into the clean room because it's only like 440 most of the way through the room, and I want it a lot higher. Needs to be, you can see how that's like a really like greeny color, and this is just like barely green. I want it looking like that in here. And in fact, do you know what? We can flick this on. Okay. So what do we want in here? We want, firstly, some airflow. No, we want a mesh tile. We don't have mesh tiles. Let's fix that problem. Research. Mesh, 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 mesh. Let's see, where is it? Mesh tiles. Okay, that's on the go. Let's build everything else though. So we will want some airflow tiles here and here. We will want to sweep up all of this as high priority. Oh, that needs to get... We will need a bottle emptier. Should have built slightly lower. So let's, let's fix that. Delete those and put those in there instead. And we'll put our bottle emptier. In fact, do you know what? Let's change that a little bit. Cancel that build. We'll put the, there's the mesh tile. We'll put the mesh tile there, and we'll put the airflow tile there. And then we will place the emptier there. Ooh, there's a problem. Didn't make a space for the filtration system. It's okay. I mean, we've got plenty of room to work with. But yeah, I wish I'd have remembered that a little bit sooner. It's okay. Not the end of the world. So we will want a liquid pump in here. We will want a new piece of research to be completed. Let's have a look. Let's say filtration. No. So it's going to be in liquids anyway. So let's narrow it down by going to liquids, and there it is. That's the one. So we want a water sieve. So plumbing, the water pump is going to come up here and go into the filtration system, and then that filtration system is going to feed into here. We'll also need to power that up, so let's add in that wire. Let's have a quick look at the gas pipes around. Oh, that's why. X and gas pipes. Yeah, so there's just little bits that are hanging around. Get rid of. Oh, hold on. Just made a mistake there. No, that's right. No, that's fine. Being weird. Okay, I actually think that we have probably... Oh, no, not quite. Oh, no, okay, it's got rid of everything that's not chlorine, so we can actually turn this off now. This can start, get rid of polluted water, enable auto bottle. Oh, right. Let's see the mass cleanup of this base now. And also the filthying of this pit of polluted water. Plumbing. Let's see, has it been researched yet? No, still going. So there is many a bottle of polluted water like that around the base, and like that and that. So they will slowly start getting put into this bottle emptier and filling up this little cesspool of nastiness. Okay, cool. What am I going to do next? Well, as I've mentioned, I would like to get more chlorine pumped into this room, so we'll pop that there. We'll also do the pipes, so it will go down. There. We'll also need to hold on a second. So it's turned off, so that's okay. 240. How much power does the gas pump take? Another 240. So that's going to be too much to run on the same network. But mind you, it's not going to be on all the time. I'll just disable the water pump for now. So let's just follow the same route as the pipe. Power that up, and we'll disable that. God damn it. God damn it. Screwed up. Told you it was going to be a miracle if I if I didn't pollute this base with chlorine at some point. It's okay. I can oh, so all that effort of kind of getting the chlorine into there before has just been wasted by my haste. So let's get those built as a matter of absolute emergency. Everybody, get on it. Okay. Part of the problem solved. But now we need to try and get all of that chlorine out. So put in a new gas pump. We will it's less than ideal. We are going to have to run this system again by doing this, but yeah, I just want to get this chlorine out of the base. Quite a lot of it got through. But do you know what? It's probably a better way of doing it. No, let's cancel that. Why is it not cancelling? Cancel. Cancel. There we go. No, instead, let's put it... oh no, because if I put it... Let's do it like that. Then ventilation, gas pipe. Oh, it's going to look a mess, but it's only temporary, so I'm not going to worry. Set this to a priority 9. Also need some power going into this. And we'll want it switching on. Let's get that priority 9 as well. Come on. Hey. Why is that not working? Oh, that's not switched on. Let's, for now, disable that so that the filter can be turned on. Oh, God, this has not gone as smoothly as I had hoped it would. Switch that on. Okay. So it's now pumping out as much as it possibly can. So it's, I mean, it's still getting a little bit of chlorine every now and again. So I'm just going to leave that to run for a while. Well, that could have gone a lot smoother. It was just too hasty to start putting in that piping, so they took out the rocks so they could put the piping in, and by taking out the rocks, everything was able to seep through. Oh well, live and learn. And it's still getting little bits of chlorine now and again, and there's still a fair bit of chlorine over here. In fact, is there? Let's figure that out. Materials, polluted oxygen, chlorine. Yeah, 473. There's still a fair chunk of it in here. I'll polluted oxygen. Actually doing surprisingly well over here for germs. This should really be a high priority. Quite sure why. There is just polluted dirt on the ground here that nobody's feeding into the composter. Let's have another look at that ventilation overlay. So pumping well, every now and again it's pumping some chlorine in. This is not really getting a lot of the chlorine anymore. Oh, actually, no, some of it is making its way over slowly. So I'm just going to leave it running until I'm a bit happier with the chlorine that kind of polluted the base. But yeah, we can see that now, ooh, lovely, like 1,000 grams of chlorine coming through. So I'm actually going to disable that now. I think we've got plenty in. Probably go for a little bit more later, but that's, yeah, it's doubled the amount of chlorine in the room essentially just for running it for that very short amount of time. Let's just have a look how we're doing. Yeah, still a little bit of chlorine, but it's much less than it was. Yeah, that's one thing I probably should have done as well. Harvest plants. Harvest some of those pinch peppers and other bits and pieces. Sure we can reach the ones up there. And there. Right, am I actually going to be able to start showing you the actual objective for this session? Let's see. Right, so we'll put the water sieve there. And what we'll do is we'll go to plumbing and we'll get some of our liquid pipes and we'll feed that into the sieve. The sieve will output to here. And then we just need to set up the power correctly. In fact, the power might already be done. I'm pretty sure I did set it up earlier, just in case. So that will be getting switched off, but that will need running. So that and that together on one circuit, and then the filter on another. I believe that's correct. Just add that on. This is all chlorine, so we can go ahead and I'll let this run just for a little while longer while the sieve is building. You know, they go and do that little bit of wiring as well. I've started to clear up the base a little bit too. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. We can deconstruct. Ah, that's why it's being a pain. We can deconstruct these doors that are in the middle of the room, and we can set that to locked and that to open, that to locked, and that to open. Excellent. Despite noticing the fact that they were having to run all the way around for those storage bins, I didn't solve that problem. So let's do that now. Hey, we're really close to actually testing this filtration system. let's have a quick look what we've got here. Don't want increased bladder. Already had too many peeing problems in this session. Don't need somebody who's prone to it. Can't do building errands. That's just not ideal. Although I do need somebody with husbandry. Again, not really impressed by any of those. Ooh, 28,000 on the food, and that's because I took out all of these earlier. So let's get those back in. How are we doing with the chlorine? Getting there. Getting there. Very little of it left now. And you can see the pipes moving, so it's definitely still picking up bits of chlorine. That's why the battery's charge is going down so much. It's because water sieve is turned on currently. If we switch that off, only the gas pump will be getting the juice. Ugh, look at that. Right, I'm just going to double check that my power is all set up correctly. So switch at the top will deal with the sieve and the pump. That's fine. The switch at the bottom will just do this, which is exactly what I want. Right, I am gonna, whatever chlorine is left over now is negligible, so I'm just gonna ignore it. Have they been cleaning up all of the polluted water stuff? They have. Excellent. Okay, let's take this for a test run. So, I've not really explained a great deal of why I've set things up the way I've set things up. So let me start to try and explain this a little bit now. So we have all of our polluted water in this dump here. Then we have a pump. So the pump is going to take the polluted water and put it through this sieve. So the sieve will change polluted water into normal water. However, that's not the end of it. The water will still have, you can see if I do the overlay here, like, wow, almost a million germs. So it will change polluted water to water, but those germs will still be there, which is why we have this chlorine clean room. So we filter it through these liquid reservoirs, and eventually the chlorine will kill all of the germs. And then once it's completely clean, and I'm happy with it, we will turn the liquid filter on, and that will output the clean water and germ-free water into an area of our choosing. Probably going to stick with this area for now, since the only place I can guarantee which is actually clean. Cough, cough. What we are going to want to do is somehow get all of this water up into this system and then pump it back out into a new pool. That is going to be a massive undertaking and a lot of work, but that's the way we're going to get to it. So this system is not perfect. It's an early game answer to the problem of polluted water. It's not ideal because you keep on having to mess around with these switches. At the later stage of the game, a much later stage of the game, we can fully automate this. We just set it and forget, but we're going to have to kind of micromanage the water filtration system until such a time. So I am going to take this system for a test run. So we will re-enable the water pump. We will re-enable the sieve, and we will make sure that that is switched off. Okay, so it's pumping the water. The water is going into the sieve, it's cleaning it out, and it's going into the reservoir. Not good. I can't believe that has been filling up all of this time. Thankfully, it's just dripping down into the pool, and we can mop all of that lot up. That panicked me for a moment or two. Why is it? I definitely disabled those earlier. Disable. Disable building. Disable building. Ugh. Problem after problem today. It's kind of difficult to see because of all the water on the floor, but this reservoir is now filling up with the germy water. So when we click on it, we can see that we've got the germs here, and they are dying very, very quickly. The less germs there are, the longer it takes. So that will slow down when it gets quite low. But once, yeah, you can see it's really slowing down now. So it's not picked up all of the water that's in there, but it's picked up the majority. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off the pump and the water sieve, and we're just going to wait for the germs to die off, which they are slowly doing. And what we need to do is get an output for this. So let's go back into our plumbing and liquid pipes, and let's take it where it needs to go. And a liquid vent. Okay, so it will slowly, they will slowly, very slowly start to build all of that. Let's add in some tiles again, just so that CO2 doesn't escape. So yes, I got as far as saying the water ends up in the reservoirs, the chlorine gets rid of the germs, and as you can see, 0 germs left in this anymore. So the liquid filter, when we turn that on, which we will do in just a second, let's disable that building. The liquid filter is set to enabled. Just going to have to wait for all of this to finish building, which I think it now has. Oh no, just missing those. Oh no, they can get in. That's good. Just 3 bits of pipe. Come on. There we go. So let's now enable this. Now at the moment it is just filtering everything back through the system. You see, and that's the reason why. So one of the pipes, the game's a little bit funny. Basically, there'll just be like a little bit of water sat in like one of these pipes, and that still has germs in it. So what I did to overcome that is set the liquid output here to literally anything but water. So all we'll do is we'll just keep an eye on this final liquid reservoir until such a time as there are no more germs there. So all this is doing is just rolling through this system. And 0. Okay, so I'm happy that there's no more germs in the system, so we can get this water, and you can see it's now flowing through the pipe. Be able to see in a second. Yep, there it goes. And our new germ-free water is added to our reservoir. Wow, that was a lot of work to get that set up. So we have looked at lots of different systems here. We've looked at gas filtering. We've seen these insulated tiles, although I didn't really explain why I was using them. They just help, well, as the name implies, it keeps hot temperatures out and cool temperatures in, or at least that's the theory anyway. I've not actually looked at temperature at all. Ooh, good job I used the insulated tiles. Look how warm it is over here and over here. That's managed to keep our base nice and cool. Could do with putting some in over here as well. But everywhere else looks great temperature wise. Could do with maybe putting some in along here as well. But I think that is a problem for another day. So I think we'll leave it there for today, because that's been a big improvement, and something that's really, really necessary. So yeah, we are now able to deal with both polluted water and polluted dirt. And you know what? That deodorizer should really be turned on. In fact, you know what? There's not even a lot of polluted oxygen here at all. Let's see the materials overlay. Chlorine for some reason. Bit of water over here. Yeah, there is a bit of polluted oxygen. But we've kind of kept it contained by using these manual airlocks. Ooh, carbon dioxide is starting to creep in again now. Let's have a look at just like the generic oxygen overlay. Oh yes, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So what we could probably do is dig deeper and create more space for the carbon dioxide to seep into. So that oxygen generation up here is just not good enough anymore. That needs to be enabled. I think we need double the oxygen production for a while, just till we get back on track